the Nightcap. It's your girl, Carolina Sanchez. Come here. Can our love really go the distance? Tonight we're talking about long distance relationships, and you know, they can be tough or they can be good if you ask me. But I've got ladies who are ready to discuss, and of course, I'm gonna treat them to some delicious food from La Pupusa Loca. We've got Vanessa Larin in the building, one of the owners. And baby, this is a spread. What do you have here?
We have a few items from the restaurant, some pupusas, and a Latin restaurant week combo.
Ooh, and I see you've got some bevies for us too.
Yes, we have a michelada.
Okay, I need to dive into this food, but I'll get to drink it first and then I'll come back. All right, Vanessa. All right, let's go to the ladies on the couch because, baby, I need to know if their love can go the distance. Let's find out.
Yeah, what's up for a nightcap? Chill, you know, kick back.
All right, we're gonna be talking about long distance relationships with these ladies. Let's get to know them. We've got Nay Monroe here for the first time. Yay. Beautiful in pink.
Thank you, thank you.
Next to you, she was on our Gen Z episode, Madison Horler. And you know this woman, she's been here a time or two. We always called her Banke the author, but now she's Banke Pay 2. And across from me, we've got Erica Diaz back in the building. Hey. All right, ladies, to kind of kick this off, we're going to watch a little video from a woman's perspective of how an LDR works. Let's take a look.
I can't wait for our first fight. It's like a whole different side of you I've never seen.
Wait, are you pooping while talking to me?
Yeah, but I muted myself. I can't wait until I'm around you so much that I just want to claw your eyes out. Be like so sick of seeing you that I'd rather eat a diaper than be in your presence. So how are you feeling?
Well, actually,
and what do you think about how you're feeling?
I don't
And
really...
what do you feel about telling me about how you're feeling? Communication is so important. I just want us to be together so we can hate each other in person, like a normal couple.
Oh, Lord. That sounds heavy.
Ooh,
Yeah. Do y'all resonate with any of that?
Yeah. All of it.
Yes. All of it? Erica's face tells me no.
Doing all that was so extra.
It was extra.
Yeah.
Okay, but any of those emotions?
Maybe one or two, but like really back in. You know, control the emotion.
Well, okay, to understand y'all's actual perspectives, give me your experience with a long distance relationship.
So mine was actually very pleasant. The man was coming to see me from San Francisco to Houston once a week. We
Once
talked
a week?
Once a week,
Wow.
yeah.
That's
yeah.
dedication.
So,
For how long?
People that can, they will. You know?
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm not, counting nobody's funds, but that's what he was able to do.
How
So
long?
once a
How
week.
long were y'all doing that for?
For I would say a year.
A year.
Yeah, a year.
52 visits.
Right.
And it was
Getting
working
them out,
until
I
it
mean.
wasn't, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was coming.
We'll dive into the ups and downs of that. Banke, what about you?
I resonate with the video because I think cohabitation is what kills relationships. Like at this big age, you want your own space, and somebody roll the toothpaste the wrong damn way, you ready to fight. You know what I mean? So let's keep it on FaceTime.
Keep it on FaceTime.
Yeah.
I get that. For me, my last relationship, that was long distance. It did not end well. But my current relationship, we started off long distance and we made it work, and
Oh, so
we're happy.
you like the LDRs. She's like, I had one
Apparently.
before, didn't work, got one now, baby, it's working. Okay, and you're actually engaged to your new boo.
I am, yes.
Yes. Okay, so this is a success story.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Nay?
It works. It works. I mean, I enjoyed mine. I enjoyed my LDR, I guess.
Your longest relationship?
Yeah, it was really, it was cool.
Okay.
It was good. It was
How long did it
beneficial.
last? It sounds like this is past tense, so you're no longer with them.
I mean, it was good when it was good, and when it wasn't, it wasn't.
Yeah, but it
So-
wasn't because of the distance?
No, we agreed to separate.
Okay.
Yeah, we agreed to separate, and we just went our own ways.
All right.
Yeah.
I am a huge fan of long distance relationships.
Yeah.
Okay. My now husband, we started as a long distance relationship. Like 4 years going back and forth between Dallas and New York City. And and now we're married 10 years deep.
Right.
Okay, about to be 11. So I actually wish we could go back to being in a long distance relationship. So Banke, I feel you.
Right.
I I think there are a lot of pros in a long distance relationship.
A lot.
Yeah.
Okay, you felt that one, Nate. Let me hear your reasons. Let me hear your reasons.
It's one of those things, you know, you get to miss the person. You don't have to see them all the time. You know, the communication is a little bit better because, hey, when you get on the phone, you have something to talk about.
Madison?
You gotta keep it simple.
Yeah, for me, so with my ex-boyfriend, like, I kind of like the long distance to start with, and then I'm a very, like, a touchy person. So, like, I need my person here, I need to hug them, I need my kisses.
Yeah.
And so that started to, like, kind of catch up to us, and we'd get frustrated for no reason.
It's because how often were you seeing each other? Because I feel like if you're getting it weekly, that's amazing.
That's nice.
But how often were you
I only saw him like once a month, and so like it wasn't often at all. And then with my fiance now, I saw him like maybe every 2 weeks, and he was in Florida, so he'd fly down, and that was awesome. But I still wanted him like to be here so I could hug him and actually talk to him face to face. But like, I get what you're saying, because now we're living together, and like I see him all the time, and I love him. Like, I love him, love him.
So you gotta say, I love him. Let's make that clear. I love him,
but no, just sometimes I feel like we don't have as much to talk about anymore because we experience everything together, which is amazing. But, you know, there's not as much to talk about anymore.
Okay, yeah. All right, we got a little bit more to talk about. I have a lot of feelings about this, actually, so you stay right there. We'll be right back talking about long distance. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We're discussing long-distance relationships, which all of us have experience with, including myself. We've got Nay, Madison, Bonke, and Erica. All right, we've been talking about, you know, the positives, that space, right? You know, the ability to miss, the ability to actually have a conversation every time we speak because we're not sharing the same lived experience. But there may be a couple of negative things and that a lot of people have opinions about. So let me show one little short clip and we can address that.
I'm not saying you should be concerned if your person wants to be in a long distance relationship. If your girl or your boyfriend wants to be in a long distance relationship, you should not be concerned. Some people like that, but I want you to know one thing. They probably getting piped down by somebody else right now. That's what you're allowed to do if you keep distance between you and the other person, okay? It's easy for your girl to hop on some meat.
Hop on some meat.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get very personal here and say that my husband and I, we started in an open relationship while we were long distance. It was like, oh, well, let's flirt with this idea, because we were long distance. It's not like we started in the same city and went apart. So, you know, it took a while before we became exclusive, and it was a difficult conversation to be had, because it's like, all right, like, we're committing, because we've openly been open about being with other people and exploring and dating, but then it's like, okay, but now I'm trusting you to just be with me while you way over there and I'm way over here. Now, when I told my grandparents that we were going to get married and we were still living apart, they said, wow, entonces felices los cuatro, which means, oh, so all four of you are happy. Oh. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Oh. So, was that ever a concern for y'all?
Well, he wasn't having that. Like,
he wasn't having that.
No, he was not going to have that. He was going to send me a flight, and you got to come home. Like, you're not going to be home doing all kind of things and all of that, no.
So, and you had full trust. Were you sure?
We spent a lot of time together because those flights were coming in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he would fly me out, and so that we can be together, and we'll, you know, go on vacation time. We would, you know, do things, but you can't.
Madison, was that ever a concern for you?
In my relationship now, I never had any issues. I 100% trusted him, and like we had really good communication, and so never worried about that. But my ex-boyfriend,
there were some worries there.
There were always some worries, like, what are you doing at this bar? Who are you with? You know, like, blah, 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 blah. Like, he never trusted me, I never trusted him, and it just got really toxic, and I didn't know
that's why he's the ex. That's why he's the ex.
Yeah.
All right, Bonke, and you're a proponent of LDRs,
Yeah.
so.
Well, because I want to say old, I'll say grown.
Okay.
Right? So maybe when you're younger, maybe when your sex drive is higher, that's more of an issue, right? But at this big age, like how often are you going to do it? So then just set up your visits like that, right? And then whoever you're with in a long distance relationship, it should be one flight. Right?
Yeah.
Like if they can get to you from San Fran to here or whatever, Atlanta to Houston, like no connecting flight necessary, right? Or being able to drive and get there. Like because honestly, you can't regulate who's on the meat or where the meat is going, even if the mofo was in the house with you. Right?
True enough.
Even if all the jokers in the same house, you
Exactly.
never know.
Okay.
In the house can still be long distance.
Right.
I mean, Erica, was it a concern for you? I mean, the beautiful thing about what you were dealing with is they were with you every week.
Yeah, but I also want to be honest and say we were not having sex. So our relationship was, courting, going on dates, having experiences. And then the later part of our relationship, I broke my ankle. So I wasn't even able to do as much anyway. But I was enjoying getting to know him, learning about him learning about me. And the relationship was not based off of a physical type of thing. And yes, we did kiss and hug and slept together in the same bed, but we didn't. And people might think I'm lying, but it wasn't. I mean, you could call him and ask him, like,
But were you not concerned that because you weren't, intimate with him, he
that
wasn't
wasn't
looking
even
for
that wasn't
intimacy
even my
elsewhere?
concern. This man was giving me all the attention. He was doing all of the things. He was paying bills. He was very attentive to my needs. He was calling me while he was at work. My mind wasn't even going there.
It can be sweet. It can be very sweet. It can work.
Yeah.
You got to find your ground.
Right.
You have to find your pace. It can work or it can't. I have friends that have had trackers.
Oh, no. All right, let's dive into what works after the break. Bonke, hold that thought. All right, you stay right there. We've got more on long distance relationships after the break. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We're discussing whether or not love can stand the distance. We've got Nay, Madison, Bonke, and Erica. All right. You were saying how things can work and how they can and how people put trackers, and Bonke was like, yeah, because?
I mean, because if you're with a cheater or not.
Oh,
yeah.
And so it doesn't, again, I don't think the distance is a variable. It's whether you're with a cheater. So she likes a lot of meat. He likes to dip his meat like a burrito taco.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because people locally are using trackers as well.
Yes,
the
in the
long
same
distance
house.
is not the bad guy, right?
Yeah,
It's
right.
that wayward libido. It's the demon of lust.
Right, of
It's the
lust.
Porsche guy's penis.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's the demonic. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's the polluted punani.
Right.
Right. Bonke, the alliteration. That's a master class. That's true.
Yeah.
That is
it
so
is.
true. I mean, I don't think long distance relationships can function without communication, as we've been saying,
Right.
without the trust and without consideration for the other person. But that also sounds normal for
A relationship.
whether you're here or there.
Right.
Well, I
Exactly.
would
Be
say
responsible.
in long distance relationship, you have to be intentional.
Yeah.
In relationships that are in the same house, I'm here.
You can
Are
take
you
it for
really
granted.
intentional? Are you being intentional with the way you're considering your partner? So being intentional is very important in any relationship.
Yeah.
And if people are going to claim to be in a relationship in this day and age where everybody is
Grown.
and doing whatever they want to do, right? You might as well be intentional because you could just be for the streets.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But then you have security. You have some people that are in relationships for security, along with long distance relationships for security. I'm intending to be secured in this relationship.
I was dating with intent to be married, and I
Yeah.
told him I wasn't going to have sex until we got married. I was going to do something different.
Yes.
That was just what I said,
Yeah.
and he agreed, and it worked until it didn't.
It didn't.
Yeah.
But I don't regret it. I had an amazing time, amazing experience, and I was on to the next.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I feel
Sitting
a
in it.
reconciliation is going to happen. I feel we're going to have a part 2.
Over here?
Yeah.
Right.
Now the ankle's almost healed, baby. The ankle's almost healed, baby. I mean, when people ask me if they should do a long distance relationship, I am such a champion for it because the communication that you have you get to know someone so deeply in such a different manner.
Yes.
There are zero distractions when that's the case. I think I fell so much more in love with my husband because of that constant communication. We would be on like FaceTime on our laptops going to sleep. You know, it was that weird gushy but we fell in love and it was deep, and I don't think I could create a connection like that with someone in real life where, you know, our phone's over here, they've got other things, and you can pursue your own lives separately.
Keep your own identity.
Keep your own identity, and then when you're together, you locked in, baby. You locked in. Madison, what would you advise somebody who's like considering doing long distance, but it's kind of like they're not 100% sure?
They're not 100%. I would probably tell them like trust and commitment, communication. That's 100%. Like you really have to be there for that person, whether it's on FaceTime, text message, whatever. Like you need to get to know that person, know what they want, know what they need, know what they want out of life, what they want out of you as a partner, and be able to give that to them without a physical relationship. And that's a hard thing to do, but once you can figure that out, like, I think the relationship would flourish.
And then get a ring on the finger.
Yeah, you too, man.
All right, so long distance relationship is what's for you, Bonke?
Yes, I'm currently in a long distance relationship. You don't know this, but 2 weeks ago I got engaged.
What?
They work.
They work. Yes.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
Bonke.
Thank you.
Okay, so
You know,
are you
it's
going to
been a
maintain
journey.
the long distance relationship? Okay, but yeah, put it up for the camera.
Okay.
Oh my God!
You gotta do the Beyonce with it, right? Yes.
Okay. So what's the plan now? Are y'all gonna converge into the same city, maintain the distance?
Eventually, I am liking the distance. He's down for the commute when necessary, when you do need those hugs and things like that. But like everything that you were saying, being able to delve deeper because of the space, right? And I like my space.
All right, well, cheers to love and all its distances, shapes, and forms. And congratulations to you.
Congratulations.
All right, coming up next, I'm heading behind the bar for some midnight munchies because La Pupusa Loca is in the building. You stay right there. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Nightcap. I'm behind the bar because La Pupusa Loca's in the building. So it's time for what? Midnight Munchies! Baby, that sounded so good. We always be backing that glass up, but we like to eat on the show. We've got Vanessa Larin here, who's one of the owners. And next to me, we didn't see her before, Denise Enriquez. All right, we got to try the micheladas, and they were fire. So I see you're going to make us one, right? What's in it?
So it's our in-house michelada mix, tajin, salt, lime, and clamato.
And you have your own. You can't share the details of your own,
but it is
michelada
made
mix.
in-house.
Made
Yes.
in-house,
Yes.
okay. And I see you use the big dog, Modelo.
Yes, of
okay,
course,
this ain't
of
no
course.
cheap, Miller Lite, no offense. You use the good stuff. Okay, go ahead and make one for us while I talk to Vanessa about La Pupusa Loca. Okay, this is what I've been wanting to get into. All right, what is that monstrosity over there?
So this is La Loca, which is a 10-inch pupusa filled with everything: beans, cheese, pork, loroco, which is a flour from El Salvador, and chicken and beef.
Okay, yeah, so for people who don't know what a pupusa is in general.
It's a corn-filled masa. Basically, the traditional way is cheese and pork, and then you can top it off with some of our homemade salsa, and we do a pickled cabbage slaw.
Which in Spanish we call
Curtido.
curtido. Okay, and what is this?
So
this right here.
So this is a little twist on your classic. So it's called a putaco, and this.
I'm sorry, putaco.
Putacos. So it's a pupusa taco. You get a cheese pupusa, fold it, you put carne asada, cebolla, cilantro. This is part of our Latin restaurant week combo, so we've added 2 chicharrones, an empanada de leche, and it comes with a drink.
What is this?
And this is Jamaica. It's a hibiscus juice. We do this in-house as well. We will boil the flowers and strain it out.
Baby!
And sweeten it.
All right, I got a lot to eat. I see the girls are on the wings ready to come in. All right, so Latin Restaurant Weeks, really amazing because it
really is.
It brings Latin restaurants to the forefront here in Houston. So how long have y'all been a part of it?
This is our 6th year participating, and we're so grateful because it's a platform to highlight Salvadorian culture. We meet other Latin food businesses, yes, and it's just another opportunity to get the word out there.
And y'all have 4 locations. Y'all been in these streets
Yes.
for a while, but y'all are celebrating 40 years.
40 years.
All right, so when can we pull up?
Loca.
La pupusa loca. All right, when can we pull up for the celebration?
July 27th will be our 40th anniversary event at our Gessner location.
Amazing.
Southwest, baby.
Yes.
In the Southwest. All right, listen, you can't be long distance for that. You got to pull up, okay? But long distance works.
Yes, it does.
Long distance works. All right, cheers to you. We'll see you guys next time. Thank y'all so much.